Alright, hey everybody, back here in March of year 2. Not much has changed. I basically, after hiring the handyman, I got a message in here that said that guests were hungry and couldn't find any place to eat. So I added a little food court right here near the entrance, and I put a whole bunch of benches right next to it. And then I went ahead and went around the park and added benches and trash cans everywhere so that I wouldn't have any problem with it. Um, and yeah, everything else is going pretty good. Seems like a lot more people are riding this roller coaster now that there's more guests in the park. I got up to about 350 guests or so. That's the highest I've been. And yeah, there's a lot more people riding my roller coaster now, so that makes me happy. That's just and when you first start your park, if you build a roller coaster right away, chances are a lot of your guests won't be able to handle the high intensity rating rides. You only have like 5 or 10 people in each train. But then once you increase the number of people in your park, there's something for everyone, and more people will want to ride your roller coaster. And so see right here, I have full trains pretty much every time, so that's good. But yeah, apart from that, other things that happened since then, I noticed that my rides weren't getting fixed in a timely fashion. Actually, it was just this one scrambled eggs, but I had like 3 or 4 rides break down here, so I hired 2 extra mechanics, and I now have 3. Another part of that is this is just a really huge padding system, so they're going to be walking way out here where there's no rides. If you want to save on money and not hire all the extra mechanics, you can go into your mechanics, and for each one you can assign pathing. And basically, as long as you assign them to the exits of the ride, the exit's all that matters. If they can get into the exit and they have the path leading up to it, then they will just patrol that and they will keep inspecting it and fixing it when it breaks down. So that's one way that you can keep your rides operating quickly. And especially with a large pathing system like this and not very many rides, it's kind of fruitless to have them walking out and around over here and not inspecting or fixing rides. But I didn't really care. I just hired a few extra mechanics because I figure I'm probably going to fill this area in later, and I may as well have them already patrolling that area. Um, so yeah, other rides that I got since then, I got a mine train roller coaster, a swing ship, a spiral slide, haunted house, info kiosk, and steel roller coaster, um, fry stall, and a hedge maze. So fry stall I built with the food court, info kiosk I think I put up right after I closed the video because that was the next thing to pop up for me, and nothing else. I don't think I built anything else. So I want to build a roller coaster. But I don't like the steel mini because you can't throw an on-ride photo on, and the mine train coaster doesn't really fit because you need to make tunnels. It actually says in here, the mine train is all about fast, smooth twist and track and can be improved considerably by adding tunnels. Well, I don't have a lot of hills, and I don't want to buy land just to build this one type of roller coaster. And so, since this is pretty flat and I don't want to work with the terrain, if I'm going to build a roller coaster, I'm going to build a steel. And so, I'm going to do that real quick. There's a lot of different types of steel roller coasters that you can build. I really like just building my own custom track and doing whatever. And because I have all this water and all this space, I figure I may as well build a really cool looking one that goes out and around over the water. So I'm going to do that. The one thing that's going to be harder over water though is you're not going to be able to work with as much space because the supports go to the ground underneath the water. And so it's going to cost a lot more and it's going to be more difficult to build it like this, but I think it'll be worth it. So let's see, I'm going to go down. And with the steel, as opposed to the wooden, you can get away with let's see, what was I gonna say? You can get away with this sort of deal where you're going like the steeper tracks like this, and then you can also add vertical loops, which are awesome. The one thing I'm worried about is maybe it won't make it to the top of this loop, but it probably will. So. Here's what I'm gonna do. Actually, no, I have a really easy fix for this. I'm just gonna go back here, and I'm gonna turn like that, and then I'm gonna come out of the drop and do my vertical loop, and that way yeah, that way I should be okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. 12 should be able to get there. Yeah, let's do this. Not enough cash, darn it. I'm taking a loan for like 4,000 to finish this, just 'cause. Yeah, let's see. Trying to think. Oh, I still need to do an on-ride photo, so let's do something like this. Yeah, right here on, oops, not a booster. We'll do an on-ride photo, and then go back up like this. Let's see. No, let's go straight for a few, and then do a small upward helix like that. And then I'm gonna go down like that. I'm gonna hit the brakes down to 9. I need more money, are you kidding? Wow, this is gonna be an expensive ride. I hope it gets good ratings, because otherwise I'm gonna be throwing away a lot of money here. Brakes down to 4, and then can I add more station platform? Nope. So that's gonna be it. Okay, and then entrance and exit are gonna be really close to each other right there. And then I'm gonna test it. I'm a little bit concerned because I only go up to a height of about 15 or 16 or something like that right here, and I go up to a height of 11 for pretty much the entire rest of the ride without any chain hills. So I hope it has enough speed to make it. Otherwise, if you don't have enough speed, basically what happens is your coaster will start to go backwards. You don't want that to happen. So, okay, made the first loop, and it made it at a pretty decent speed, so that's good. I don't think this is gonna make it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna run out of gas somewhere in here. I'm just gonna hope. This is where it's gonna get close. Yeah, it seems to make it. Okay. Well, that's good. So yeah, right now I have 2 trains of 8 cars per train. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower it. I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna see if I can get away with 6 cars per train, because it can get more people on that way. The only thing that's going to change is it's not going to have as much weight per train, so when it goes down these hills and tries to go up and around some of these slopes and stuff, it's going to have a little bit more difficulty doing that. So the fewer cars per train, the more you're going to run into that problem. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're going along. This is pretty much all I'm going to show for this section of video, and then I'm going to probably build some other rides in the next year to kind of balance out my park and have a good mix of rides. Mostly I just hope that this, yeah, it seems to be making it. I want to make sure that it makes it all the way, and then I'm just going to build the pads and call it for this section of video.